Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm back with another pick a card reading. It is Bianca from by Empress. In today's video, we're gonna do some ancestral guidance. Because that is always needed, necessary, and paramount for our develop, our well-being, and our communication and how we move forward. So today we're gonna have three piles. I'm gonna zoom in just to make it easier for you guys to choose. Or if you're comfortable, you can choose from these three, and I will meet you guys at your piles. Hi, pile one. Welcome to your reading. So the card you chose was Heaven, and it was facing the side. So I'm going to leave it that way. I'm just going to zoom in a bit. Okay. So let's get into your card Heaven. So this card always gives me Adam and Eve, your Garden of Eden. What does heaven on earth look like for you? What does pleasure look like? What do you want your life to look like? And just being a visionary in your life, being the artist of your life, and really operating in a space of it is my world and everybody else is living in it, being you upon unapologetically, um and just doing the things that please you. Life is about pleasure. Life is about living while you are alive, um and getting in touch with all those senses. So just maximizing your experiences in joy and love and friendships and just relations in general, your relationship in proximity to yourself. What does a loving and healthy and harmonious relationship with yourself look like? So let's just pull some more cards. Um, and then we'll check. Actually, you know what? Let's do this first. I'm sorry about my cat in the background. But let's just check in on any blockages that you may be experiencing at this moment. Okay, and we have consciousness. So this is the crown chakra. And this is wisdom, clarity, and concentration. And it says, consciousness guides me to true clarity and freedom. And heaven is about freedom. Your heaven on earth, being truly uninhibited, experiencing uninhibited bliss. So where you need to work on is the crown, and this is a hand mudra that you can do if you're willing, in your meditation to help kind of channel that energy. Thank you. Moving on. It says, there's any additional advice and guidance can you provide for my pot ones? That's a lot. Let me shuffle this deck one more time. Additional guidance. Let's keep getting. Okay. All right, so we have the Three of Pentacles, we have the Ace of Wands reversed, we have the Page of Staff or the Page of Wands, and we have the Five of Pentacles reversed. And I hope you guys can see all of these cards. So with the Three of Pentacles upright, this is about, again, investing in your pleasure, investing in those who celebrate and affirm your presence in their life, affirm your well-being, who are caring and conscious of how they impact your life, caring and conscious of how they show up for you, of how they handle you with care, how they are tender but still authentic and they're still honest with you. And being around those who celebrate you and your accomplishments, and just being around people who genuinely care, who genuinely love you. And with the Ace of Staffs or Wands reversed, this is about reigniting your passion for yourself. Excuse me. Excuse me, sorry. For life, and welcoming the changes that come with the foundation that is building heaven on earth, the plants that have to be rooted in your heaven on earth, the way you have to nurture and take care of these things. So you may be in a period of finding your light again, connecting back to your higher self, connecting back to your consciousness. So I feel like it is imperative at this time for you to sit with yourself in silence, or maybe just even have a silent day where you're not uh, being overwhelmed, or you're not being overly stimulated in your day to day hustle and bustle. Hi, baby. Just give me 1 second, please. Okay. Excuse me. Oh my God. Your butt is in the camera. Um, I'm so sorry. Being overly stimulated in your day to day and your life in general. Okay, thank you. Day to day in your life in general. Um, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to edit that out. Just being more passionate with life and love and experiencing more. So this is about getting out. Maybe you're gonna do um a pottery class. You're gonna do wine tasting. You're gonna try a new restaurant that you saw in your neighborhood. You're just gonna kind of dive deep into those experiences to make you understand the purpose of living while you're alive, and also the experience to tailor your experience to what your heaven on earth looks like. And with the page of staffs, I see you just tapping into a more childlike essence to use your imagination to build this, to really get creative with how you connect with yourself, and really creative with the work that you do, and getting, you may just be in a creative field in general. But this is also about taking action on what changes are necessary in your life, what needs to be uprooted, what needs to be repaired, where can you be in a space where you are recouping everything that I feel like you may have lost, or just kind of doubling back on the things that you love, or just keeping a close eye on your investments, and how you can be in a space of just straight attracting. How can you do this oh my God, effortlessly? Um, wow, I really cannot talk today. Um, and just be in a state of having dominion over all fertile fields in your life. So this is sources of creation, of manifestation, really tapping into that divine feminine energy and being in balance with the masculine. So this is a balance of taking authority, nurturing, and being able to receive. So yes, that is all I have for you. Pile one, I am going to end it here. This wasn't going to be a long reading, just something quick for the late night, something to think upon and make some moves. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment if you like this video. And I believe I do have two, maybe one spot left for my 2023 year ahead reading. So make sure you go check that out if you're interested in booking with me. And thank you for being here. Hi, my pal twos. Welcome to your reading. So the card that you have chosen is the Infinite card. So first I'm just gonna lay all your cards out so we can just get into it. And also check in on any blockages that you may have. Ancestors, what work does this call to currently experience? And we have 2 for 2. Thank you. Any additional advice that you want to provide my pal twos with? For their well-being. Why does this card keep coming out? Thank you. Sorry, I'm just trying to see what card is showing up here. Okay, so we have the Infinite card to start it off. So with the Infinite card, this is about remembering the infinite power of your spirit. How spirit in general knows no bounds. So this is not the time to play small. This is about recognizing the omnipresent force of spirit in your life. Recognizing that life is full of twists and turns, but your spirit is infinite. Okay, so sometimes we're just kind of caught up in the journey, and we don't remember that we are so powerful. We are so powerful in the things that we speak, the things that we place our hands on, the things that we invest in general. Anything we put our ashe on has power. The work that moves comes from our word of mouth, the things that we touch, our rituals, the things that we do. So this is also about keeping up with your rituals as well, so you can stay in flux of your blessings, to stay, just staying ready so you don't got to get ready. Just having things done, staying on your P's and Q's. So some of you may need a spiritual bath. Some of you may have been slacking in that area, and there's so much stuff on you that it's to the point where you're kind of forgetting who you are at the center, at the wholeness of it all, forgetting who you are, forgetting how powerful you are, forgetting the essence of your being. And then we have the higher knowledge card with a blockage, and this is talk about meditation, concentration, and wisdom. So like I said, having so much stuff on you to the point where it's just like it's affecting how you connect with yourself, your own spirit, your ancestors, how you may be feeling like, oh my gosh, I don't really want to meditate right now. And it just may be harder for you to cut through and really get the wisdom. But sometimes you have to sit through it. You have to sit through it. And the focus for this card is I awaken to the divine wisdom of the universe. So there's so many things that you are waiting to be taught right now through your ancestors. But it's a matter of getting in balance and being truthful with yourself. Because we have the Justice card here in reversed. And we have awakening, and this talks about mental clarity, inspiration, and awakening to the truth. And look what we have right here. Truth. And again, divine knowledge and inspiration awake on my highest truth. So this is about getting inspired, being really honest with who you are. How do you see yourself? Who do you think you are? Not opinions projected onto you by others, but who are you to yourself? And really kind of gaining that confidence, and gaining confidence in your practice, gaining confidence in sitting down and meditating at your altar if you have one, or all you need is a cup of water and a candle. And really just speaking your intentions of your means of connection. And it is so paramount for us to sometimes disconnect or just stay in balance between, the spiritual and the physical, because sometimes we're too heavily involved in our worldly work that sometimes we neglect our spiritual work. So this is getting back in tune and in balance with the things that are necessary uh, for you to um, kind of pay, I want to say, reverence to your own spirit. Because sometimes it's like you do yourself a disservice by forgetting who you are, by forgetting how powerful you are, by forgetting the things that you speak over happen, whether it's by one spirit day or the next. It's about being confident and not, kind of selling yourself short when it comes to your gifts. Gifts of manifestation, gifts of knowing. Knowledge is waiting for you. It's waiting for you to be taught to you. You have ancestors willing to work with you. And some of your ancestors may be willing to teach you some things about hoodoo. And we have the hoodoo man here. So it's about really getting back to your roots of yourself, of your ancestors. And all those roots are connected. The roots of your family tree. And just understanding who you are as a person. But we're going to move on to the tarot cards. I don't want to spend too much time because I am not going to be here long. So we have the King of Staffs reversed. And this kind of gives me cynicism. Like, don't be overly cynical in your life. Believe that good things happen for you on a daily. And with this divine wisdom as well, and the cynicism coming up. If you just take a second to yourself and just meditate or just do something to settle and calm your spirit, you can physically see the blessings that happen for you daily. And sometimes we get the wind of like those blessings, the things that we have prayed for coming to us, in passing. Maybe we hear something on the TV and it might just be, right place, right time, and someone speaking about the blessing that you have been praying for. Or maybe it happens in conversation. It happens through an angel number, through a sign. Things happen for us on the daily, and it's all about tuning our spiritual sight, our spiritual ears, to hear these things, to see our blessings. So it's important that you get this cynicism in check, but also get to the root of why it's even there. Why is it present? Why is it overly present? Why is it running my life right now? And with the Five of Cups here, this is about checking in with your emotional well-being. And I love the proverb, he who lives in the house knows where the roof leaks. And sometimes it's hard being honest with ourselves about what's really going on in our mental space at the deep down, that's impacting us from putting ourselves out there, from acknowledging how powerful we are, from acknowledging the wisdom that we do have, the wisdom that is at our disposal, It prevents us from really stepping fully into ourselves, fully into the work that we're meant to do, fully into our purpose, fully receiving the knowledge that is here, that is waiting. And with the Hoodoo Man reversed and the Truth card reversed, this is about getting back in balance. Getting back in balance with with truth telling, with being honest with ourselves. And not just that, but balance is required for every step in our life. So, when I was talking about earlier, leaning more to one realm than the other, not staying in balance of your two worlds, is something that you need to get in check. Or an element of that is being truthful on why you're leaning more towards another right now. Are you leaning more towards your logical? Are you leaning more towards what you can touch, taste, feel right now? Are you moving towards the things that uh, give you this illusion of comfort at this present moment? Excuse me. Um, and getting into the Hoodoo Man card. Um, I really feel like you need to be in a space of just, I'm sorry, speaking your truth and just leaving it at the altar, leaving it where it is, and just not picking it up again. And really being honest about the things that are troubling you, this truth, taking authority on what things are troubling you. And I think something that has been coming up in the collective so much lately is everyone starting their own revolution. And whether that's in self, in our environment, just taking ourselves out of any cycles. And this includes our mental space cycles that are familiar, that provide that illusion of comfort, the illusion of safety, the illusion of sometimes even the illusion of chaos. And sometimes things are not always as bad as it seems, but what amplifies it is our lack of emotional regulation and our lack of spiritual hygiene. So when things are happening and we're going through these transitions of life, things feel that much heavier. They feel that much heavier. So I'm going to leave this here. Make sure that you are taking care of yourself, taking care of yourself well, and not putting it off to the next day or another day. Use what you have at your disposal and make it work. Make the work work. It do what it do. But yes, thank you so much for tuning in. Yeah, just thank you. And I hope you're well. I hope you're taking care of yourself. And I'm rooting for you to really take life to another level. Another level that you have been thinking about for a while. Okay, so I'm going to end it here and I'm going to move on to pile 3. Hi, pile 3. All right, last but not least, let's get into your reading. I'm just going to pull all your cards first, and we're going to check in on any blockages that you may have, and any additional advice. Ancestors, blockages is my popular experiencing right now. We have transformation, and we have grounding. Okay. Any additional advice for our properties? Two of Cups reversed. Knight of Cups reversed. Insight. What Roman numeral is that? Okay. One more card, please. Okay. Well, we got 2 more. Can it fit? Yes, we're good. All right. Let's get into it. So we have 2 of Cups reversed. We have the Knight of Cups reversed. We have the Insight card. We have the Knight of Swords, or the Knight of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords. We have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. So let's get into this emergence card. So the emergence card is the center of your reading, and it is right in alignment with this transformation. This is new things coming to you. This is a birthing stage of yourself. This is being pushed out of the old and into the new. It is going, is things picking up very fast. And with things picking up very fast, you have to stay grounded. You have to stay balanced. You have to stay in a space where you are able to still take in and say, okay, this is happening. I can make a calculated decision in my life that I know will benefit my highest good. You don't need to move hasty when you're grounded. You have everything, you know your tools. You're just not rushing. You understand decisions are sometimes not made overnight. Sometimes you need to think about it. But with this emergence and the grounding being a blockage and also transformation, sometimes when things are moving and picking up, we have a tendency to self-sabotage because we're afraid of things falling apart. We're afraid of things being taken away from us. We're afraid of things, we're afraid of having our life split in two. And it is okay. We all go through that fear of transformation because everything is so new. And when everything is new, you have to relearn a whole new sense of self. We get new lessons. And there's always a new devil on every level. So we're constantly in a space of facing ourselves. So with this transformation process, it requires you to really take a hard look at yourself. It requires you to put yourself under a whole new lens and evaluate, what have I been doing that hasn't been contributing to my well-being? What have I been doing that has neglected myself emotionally? What emotions are underneath the surface that are waiting to be poured out, that are waiting to be filled with love that I'm still holding on to? What emotions am I using still as a crutch to say uh, this is why I am the way I am? It's like having a bad habit and holding on to it because of pain in the past. Holding in and not expressing yourself fully. This new chapter requires that self-expression. It requires you to be in touch with your emotions. And some of you may be dealing with some level of emotional avoidance. And in order for you to have this perception, to have this insight, you have to go back to the source of why you process the emotions the way you do. And this may be due to childhood trauma, excuse me. And that may have altered the way that you decide to operate. You decided to survive, and now that you're in a space where you don't have to be vigilant, you don't have to be on edge, it's scary. And there's let me slow down. There's a fear of not being okay when you exit that era of survival. So there's definitely a need for professional help, and that may be counseling, it may be shadow work, it may be different forms of therapy, depending on what you are into. But with this introspection and reflection of yourself comes clarity. It comes the ability to make clear and concise decision making. It comes the ability to advocate for yourself. This comes with expression. And with the transformation card, it talks about assimilation, vital energy, and life purpose. And the focus is inner light illuminates and guides me on my path. So what It's about doing the work to understand what is stifling that life. What pain is putting the flame out within you? What pain keeps you in the dark corner of your own mind, of your own spirit? And with grounding, this is talking about grounding, stability, connection to the physical body. So it says, grounded to the earth, I receive support and abundance. For some of you may just need to spend some time in nature. Go on a trail walk, go on a hike, just get outside. And sometimes the earth can teach us how to let go fully, how to transform, how to uh, be rebirthed again and again and again into this new being, into a new state. And this emotional or lack of emotional well being or even fear may be affecting your abundance. And maybe even spending time in nature or, sifting through these things that cause you to feel so negatively or just feel kind of unsure about what is attainable for you and where you are playing safe at this moment. Okay, Pal 3, that is all I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm rooting for you and your well being. So if you guys like this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, or even share this video. Personal readings are still available for January if you want more in-depth reading with me. Yeah. Thank you guys for being here. I'll catch you guys in the next video.